Hello everybody, this is Ava from Team 4467. I am the awards lead as of 2024, and this video is for anybody on not only my team, but for everyone to get an idea of how to do impact documentation. So if I'm listening to this or looking back at this 10 years from now, hello! And if somebody's laughing at my voice because it sounds weird 10 years from now, haha, that's really silly. So I have a few things that we are trying to implement and have been implementing in Titans. So this was an outreach event, data collecting that we did for last year, kind of tested it out, and it's going to go through more revisions as we go throughout the 2024 to 25 season. So this is what we have so far. General data includes who all championed this outreach event. This is a term we kind of coined from Girls of Steel 3504, and it's to say who led the event. And we kind of require that everybody should champion at least one outreach event. We have emails for people, and then include the name of the outreach event. We also say, was it a partnership? That way we can say, oh, over the past 3 years, X% of our outreach events have been partnerships. First, Impact Award, which is what the solo video is on, is more about the partnerships that you make in your community and the impact it has. Impact judges love to see how you're collaborating with other people, but they also like to see what you do on your own too. I also ask if this outreach was multiple days, just in case, because if it's multiple days, then you might be able to get a few more stats. This section here is for multiple days. It says how many days was the outreach event, how many people did you see, how many there were in total, and then how many hours. Let me change this real quick. So the idea of this is how many people did you reach, how many days. Then from there, we can calculate the number of volunteer hours with these two questions here. Judges love to see how many total outreach and volunteer hours teams have had in the past 3 years. This one is from all of the outreach events that we host. This is how many we outreach to, how many hours did we spend from setup to leaving the event, how many students went, again, tracking, general age range, so then we can see who all did we target, if applicable names. This one is more about where was our geographic spread, because Impact loves to see that you are not just regional but global. So something that Titans do, at least in 2024, is the Phil Tucker Project, where we mentor 9 different FRC teams as of 24. And we did mentor 5 Pittsburgh Public School teams. It was a great relationship, and we had 4 around the greater Pittsburgh area we mentored as well. But the issue that the impact judges had with it whenever we had gotten feedback was they want to see it be global. And so thinking about it like that, we can maybe have a person from Michigan that was from this outreach event, or somebody that was maybe from France or Britain that was here by some miracle, right? So then we have international outreach. Anything else you'd like to add? This one is a summary for outreach. So whenever we have our judges packets, we do a real quick who, what, when, where, why. This is super easy for the judges because it's a quick read. It's just bullet points, and those judges are volunteers. They don't want to read paragraphs on paragraphs. So those are each of these. I just made a few edits to this right before I recorded this video, so let me change these to short answer responses. One was the outreach event. Then I say, and put photos, because unless you have documentation of this outreach happening, it's nothing to the judges because you don't have documentation. This one is, how would we get measurable results? So I'm going to talk a little bit about that right now. Or, actually, no, I'm not going to. I need to do this documentation first. So the first thing that you have to do with this impact documentation form is the name, team number. So this the outreach example that I'm going to be using now is the Pleasant Valley Elementary, I cannot spell, oh my gosh, there we go, School STEM Day. Well, STEAM, my bad. STEAM Day. I'm still transitioning. The date of the activity, because I like being overly specific for no frickin' reason, is 4/12 of 2024. Choose one of the official first Impact Award definitions. So you're going to click on this link and it's going to take you over to this lovely PDF. And this is one that helps to describe the what did you do at this outreach event. So we did not start a team here. We went and we had a booth. So this is not going to be applicable to us. So I skip here and I go event support definitions. If you ran it, you were involved in the majority of the planning. We were not, because this was run by a school district. So we can skip that. This was not hosted in our own team facility or space, so we can skip that. We supported this because we were in some of the planning of it, and we were also in a lot of the online event or on-site execution. This was an in-person event. We can also use the definition of, or the reached definition if you'd like to, but for my liking, we did not advocate. I would prefer for me to use the supported. So I'm going to choose support as my definition. And then the type of documentation, I'm going to put photo, because I have a ton of photos that I took since there were mentors that were busy talking to other adults. So I have a bunch of these boxes here because they get filled pretty quickly. So I already uploaded a photo of us at the station. There's a rock climbing wall in the back, don't mind that. But what we did here was we showed off our robot. This is from 2024, and we showed off our We Do kits and our spike. Those are for FLL Junior and FLL Challenge. From there, I insert a table, 2 by 1. So you just go into insert, table, and then 2 by 1. And from there, I just paste in the photo into that slot, and then I put ID-001. This is so then you can label and number all of your photos. Next thing that I have is I have this packet, and this is a more visual representation and more detailed about what we did at each of our outreach events. So I just made a new page, and it has something about our parades. I'm going to erase that, and this is community outreach. We have all of our outreach events kind of categorized into 3 different things. That is our first involvement, as community outreach, and then kind of just like etc. I'm really good at explaining things, aren't I? And so we have our community outreach, and then this one was the Pleasant Valley STEAM Day. So this is, who did we target? This was Pleasant Valley K through 3 students, as well as parents. What was it? It was community STEM outreach in a STEAM starved area. That's a term that we use on Titans. When it was not at the beginning of July, this one, I like to be overly specific for no reason, 2024. Where was it? This was at the Pleasant Valley Elementary School. Now, why did we do this event? And this is where you can put in some of your stats. They want to see essential stats of this. So, some of the reasons why we did this was to promote different K through 3 students to want to go into STEM and go into some of like FLL teams and maybe start those back up. Additionally, we wanted them for our camps. So, with that being said, we had an email list where 20 plus adults signed up for our email list. And this shows the measurable impact you had at this event. The organizers of this event signed us up for every year now, because kids love this stuff. I mean, little K through 3 students catching a foam note, oh my gosh, they love it. I'm going to go back to the what, and I'm going to put that we reached 300 people here. It was crowded. Any other stats that we have? We have 33 volunteer hours from here, since there were 11 people. Now, I like to put photos in to show some nice things. I'm gonna copy and paste this lovely photo here. I guess not. Well, okay. Well, that ends this part of the video. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot the Titans email a question, or for Titan members, just give me a direct message or ping me or Words team for any questions or clarifications. I'm going to have a few more videos of these coming up with more special cases. This one is just to give you an overview, and I will give more videos about how to do measurable results for each of our outreach events. Thank you so much for watching and or listening to me blabber, and thank you so much.